Hello and welcome to EDH Snake. My name is Snake. Today we're going to do a deck tech on Meren of Clan Toth. Meren is one of my favorite commanders to play. If you would like to use your graveyard as your second hand and reanimate terrifying creatures while keeping your opponents from ever relegating a board state, then I have a deck tech for you. Meren of Clan Toth is a 3/4 for 2 generic, 1 black and 1 green legendary human shaman. Whenever a creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. And at the beginning of your end step, choose target creature card in your graveyard. If that creature's converted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of experience counters you have, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. First up is our ramp with Soul Ring, Talisman Resilience, and Golgari's Signet, our mana rocks. Then we have our creature base ramp with Viridian Emissary, Wood Elves, Shakira Tribe Elder. Shakira Tribe Elder will also help us get those experience points that we need when we sack them if Meren is out. Same with Solemn Simulacrum. He will also draw us a card when he dies, on top of ramping us. Awakening Zone and From Beyond will put a 0/1 or a 1/1 body onto the field that we can sack for 1 colorless mana and also give us another experience point. Skull Clamp will draw us 2 cards when it's equipped to a creature that we kill or that is killed. We will want to make sure that Meren stays on the field, so to protect her we'll run Lightning Greaves and Swiftfoot Boots to make sure she stays on the field. Next up is our removal and board control with Plague Crafter, Fleshbag Marauder, Merciless Executioner, Demon's Disciple, all of which will ETB and force each player to sacrifice a creature. And when we have 3 XP on Meren, we'll be able to bring them back every single turn, and to do that again. Archfiend of Depravity and Massacre Worm will keep token and swarm players down to 2 creatures or less. Plus, Massacre Worm might just kill someone with a board full of little creatures. Proclamation Sage and Acidic Slime will help killing off our opponent's artifacts and enchantments. And Assassin's Trophy and Putrefy are instant speed, creature, and permanent removal. I have Grave Pact and Dictate of Robos thrown in to make sure our opponents have absolutely no creatures whatsoever, because every time we sacrifice a creature, they will also have to sacrifice a creature. With our reanimation package, we'll be able to reanimate even if Meren is not on the field. Cards like Reanimate and the Death Side of Life and Death will let us bring back creatures for a little bit of life, and Victimize will let us get back 2 creatures for sacrificing 1 creature. Eternal Witness will bring back any card from our graveyard to our hand, and Living Death will act like a one-sided board wipe because we can sacrifice our creatures and respond to casting it. So we'll have all our creatures in the graveyard, and we don't really want to cast this if the opponent has too many creatures in their graveyard, however. With Sheoldred Whispering One, we'll be able to bring back a creature on our upkeep, and opponents will have to sacrifice a creature on their upkeep. What are we going to reanimate? How about Kokusho, Grey Merchant of Asphodel to drain our opponents for their life total? And with Wormcoil Engine and Avenger of Zendikar, we can create a wide board state and swarm the field with creature tokens. And Phyrexian Obliterator will make it very difficult for our creatures to want to block and or attack. The free sack outlets that we're going to use to put those creatures in the graveyard are High Market, Ashton's Altar, Altar Dementia, Carrion Feeder, Yahini Undead Partisan, and Sadistic Hypnotist will provide us the free sacrifice outlets that we'll need. Other great creatures we'll have before we get into the combos are Spore Frog to stop combat damage, Meseret Called Death Priest to put a 1/1 counter on our creatures when a player sacrifices anything, and Winding Constrictor to put an additional 1/1 counter on our creatures and to give us an additional XP as well, and Blood Artist and Zulampar Cutthroat to ping our opponents every time we do have one of our creatures die or we sacrifice a creature. Now for the combos of the deck, we have Gerard Golgari Lichlord will let us pay 1 colorless, 1 black, and 1 green to sacrifice another creature like Lord of Extinction, and each opponent will lose life equal to Lord of Extinction's power, which should be quite a bit. Then for an infinite combo, we have Nim Death Mantle attached to either Wormcoil Engine or Grave Titan and Ashnod's Altar, so we can sacrifice Wormcoil Engine or Grave Titan and one of their tokens to net us 4 mana to use Nim Death Mantle to bring back them again and again, netting us at least 1 token every time we loop this. And with Zulimport Cutthroat or Blood Artist, we'll be able to drain the entire field to death. Next we have a Protein Line Hulk combo. We'll first need to get Protein Hulk onto the field and be able to sacrifice it to trigger his ability, getting Viscera Seer, Disciple of the Vault, Lesser Mana Core, and Meren, so Volk Outcast. The way this combo works is we'll have Lesser Mana Core sacrificed to Viscera Seer, and Meren will stop Lesser Mana Core from getting the -1/-1 counter, so we can sacrifice Lesser Mana Core again and again using Disciple of the Vault to kill our opponents. And finally, we have some tutors to get what we want, when we want, and when we need it, with Final Parting, Sidisi's Undead Visor, Demonic Tutor, and Diabolical Intent. That'll be it for Meren of Clan Nel Toth. I hope you liked the video, and please remember to like and subscribe for more videos. My name is Snake. See you next time.